I gain respect. I'm the biggest player of all time. Don't ever fuck with me because I'm Mr. Big, Mr. Big. They call him Mr. Big, Mr. Big, Mr. Big. But not because of my size. Mr. Big, Mr. Big. They call him Mr. Big, Mr. Big, Mr. Big. But not because of my size. Mr. Big, Mr. Big. They call him Mr. Big, Mr. Big, Mr. Big. But not because of my size. Mr. Big, Mr. Big. They call him Mr. Big, Mr.
All right, I got some questions for you. How much does a typical trailer run?
About this one right here, the setup on it is about $14,000.
$14,000. That ain't bad. That ain't terrible. Hey, what's the average mileage you get on them tires for these trailer and your truck? 100,000 on trailer and truck?
90-some thousand on the last pair we took off. You're getting about 70,000 on these ones up here, 60 to 70.
What do they run for your trailer?
1,200 for all 8 of them.
For all 8? That ain't bad.
1,200 for these. You run 250 a piece on those.
Exactly.
You do the math, man.
Yeah. And that's the max weight you can pull is...
You can buy a bigger trailer. You can pay yourself for more, but you're going to need a bigger truck.
Okay.
Yeah.
This one, what size is this? 48 foot?
40 foot.
40 foot?
From here to there.
Okay.
But if you add this on there, it's a 45.
It's a 45. All right. Now where
that trailer and this truck together.
80 foot.
You're only about this much bigger than me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're long. People look at them and until you actually park next to a semi, they know exactly what you're gonna get.
$4 grand. Oh, this is to store your stuff in.
This is the auxiliary tank, 85 gallon.
Oh, so you go further. Some of my bitch. I didn't know that.
600 miles. Yep. So you change the transmission oil on it.
Oh, okay.
It'll cost you $200, but it makes me money. So $200 is nothing.
Yeah, that ain't bad every year or so. We got the Cummins turbo diesel. When you fully loaded, do you really notice it as far as pulling power?
You know it.
Oh, okay.
When you go up the mountains, you'll know it.
How fast you go up the mountains? That's a good question.
You can go up a mountain 45, 50.
45, 50? That ain't bad. That ain't bad.
But sometimes if it's steep,
if
it's really, really steep, 25. But you see, you can get on it. And choose going to go because there's no governor, there's nothing. But I'm going to tell you, this is what's going to happen. You're going to go like this, your fuel's going to go this, and your pocket's going to go like this.
Gotcha.
That's common sense.
Gotcha.
Common sense.
Okay, all right.
You understand the business, like I said. You just understand the business. It's like everything else.
Yeah, I always see you guys going down the road, but I never called anybody to ask them these questions. So that's why I'm like, I'm about to ask him. I got a lot of friends here. Some of them will be pulling up here. One of them is pulling up here pretty soon. So. Oh, okay. But this is a nice truck too, man. I like this truck.
Yeah, my brother got it, and we're in business together. That's our company. That's our family company.
Oh, congrats, man.
Yeah,
congrats.
We
Good thing.
We're our own authority, our own everything.
Got you. All profit.
Yep. But that's just the way to do it, man. I wouldn't do it any other way.
Wait a minute. You say you wouldn't do it no other way but with family or your own authority?
Because once you get started, you're pushing yourself to go here.
Gotcha.
My brother did it for about 5 months, and it didn't go to the 6 months. He already had this.
Really?
Oh, he found out that this is the way to go.
With their own authority.
You just.
How often you get home though?
That's on you, man. That's just like whatever you want. you want to go home, I stay out sometimes 2 to 3 weeks, and then go home for a week. I can take a week off. Once I've been out for 3 weeks, I take a week off.
Okay.
It's not negotiable.
Non-negotiable. A week
off.
Negotiable.
No, my brother's real good about it.
What's your lane? Your lane is like what? Texas to
the middle part of the country.
Middle part. Okay.
And we run a lot of East Coast. But I tell you what, you can go right to Jersey City with this, and it ain't the same as with a semi.
Okay.
When you're in the East Coast, it's a little bit different. But I guess what I try to tell a lot of people, you still respect it like if it was a semi.
Gotcha.
If you can get into this outfit and say, I have to treat it like a semi, you're okay. You'll be okay. But if you go in there, oh, it's just a pickup,
But you obviously have some flatbed experience from strapping up and everything.
Yeah.
So how long did you do flatbed?
Look, I started back in 1992, back in the state of Michigan, working for a farm outfit. We used to strap a lot of stuff, so that's how I learned. But then using chain binders, and I'll show you, using some of this stuff, I learned it as I went on. You know, in the years when, I've had my CDL since 1992.
Damn, I didn't even notice that right there.
So you just go along, and this is all the rest of the equipment that goes along with that. When you're going to haul a vehicle, you're going to haul whatever, you use chains.
Gotcha.
Just depends on, and you learn to, how do I say this? You learn it. You learn it. There's some stuff that I had never chained down or strapped down, and I just learned it as I went. You learn and you ask
figured it out.
You ask questions from people that have been doing
it for a while. Okay. Man, I see you got the custom window shades. Perfect, huh?
Yeah, this is privacy.
Gotcha.
This is privacy, man. Just like a miniature semi, man. You gotta move your stuff every night, but that's okay, man. I'll move it.
Yeah, especially for the less overhead, and you could probably go to the lot and qualify for one of these before you get a big rig.
Yeah, you can go and.
A Cummins turbo diesel. How many liters is it?
6.7.
6.7 liter.
And you get, like I said, you run, and you can get anywhere between 12 to 13 miles to the gallon.
Okay.
But if you're fully loaded, then you're gonna drop down to your 7, 8.
7, 8 loaded. Okay.
Yeah, this one right now is giving me about 9 and 10.
9 or 10 with the fully loaded,
and
basically.
I'm all at 12,000 pounds.
Okay. So you actually got another 5 you can put on here.
I could have put on another extra 5,000 pounds, but I don't have the room.
Gotcha.
You're out of room.
Okay. Is 40 foot the common trailer? Is it like 53 foot for us?
Yeah. This is the max trailer that you can get.
Oh, for this setup.
For this setup. Yeah.
Okay.
And then you come back over here, I'll show you.
See, you using the same flatbed straps and stuff, but it gotta be easier to strap this down than a typical flatbed.
You got your ramps.
Gotcha. Beautiful.
These ramps, boom.
Yeah.
You load vehicles on.
Beautiful. Now, what load board y'all use the same DAT load boards that we use?
Yep.
Like I use Trucker Edge.
Yeah, we use the load boards out of for flatbeds. And you just put flatbed, and you put the amount of weight you can haul, and then it will start popping out.
Okay. But it's the same. It's the same load boards.
You can get an air ride trailer, just like you do in a big semi, and
it's a benefit for the air ride versus the spring on this.
There's a lot of good to it because you can haul different loads, and especially the military. Some military bases want air ride. You can haul military loads just the way you are now. But some military bases require you air ride, so it opens up the window for more.
Why they require air ride?
Because it depends on what you have on there. You might have something that they don't want it going down the road like that. They want it in an air ride.
Okay.
You motherfucker, you. You motherfucker, you.
Good info, good info. And what's you say the total mileage, them things, like, so let's say a regular Cummins out here, they get about 1 million miles?
You can get 500,000 miles out of that Cummins.
About 500,000?
If you take care of it. But most guys at 250, they will trade the truck in or get another one. By that time, the truck is paid for itself.
Okay, so about 250,000
by
trade in.
250,000, that truck should have been paid for itself already. Okay. Which is about almost 2 years, 2 years and a half.
Okay, 2 years and a half. Okay. So you're doing 100-some thousand a year, basically.
Oh yeah, I do 10,000 miles every time I get on board.
Really?
That's about 3.5 weeks.
Okay. All right. What's your average oil change on that?
10,000 miles. Oil change, fuel filter change, tire rotation on the truck. At 20,000, you do a tire rotation and balance on the trailer.
Okay. And what does that run for the oil change?
Your oil changes run about $60, and your filters $20-$30 per labor, and then about $80 for the parts.
That ain't shit. That ain't nothing at all.
But successfully, if you want to make sure things are being done right, that oil change and fuel filters has to happen at every 8,000 to 10,000 miles, or else if you don't do it, you're ruining the purpose of that motor.
Gotcha.
Now, your tire rotations every 10,000 miles, rotate them, balance them, put them back on there.
Okay.
And tire rotation keeps all the tires wearing the same.
Okay.
Proper inflation of tires prior to loading is a must.
Really?
Oh yeah, you have to. Like when I started my week, Tuesday, I did all my tires, checked them all out.
Okay.
This Tuesday, I'm gonna reload again in Laredo. I'm gonna go through a Love's
and check them out. Yeah.
Check them all.
Okay. Yeah. And you said that's an 85-gallon tank up top there?
85 on the top.
Wow. I didn't even know they did that.
Yeah.
That's cool.
You will, once you start the business, you will understand that, that the amount of money you want to make is how you want to run. Your connections mean a lot too. Your brokers, stay on their good side.
Who you broker with, like Coyote, TQL?
We broker with anybody in the country. Okay. Anybody, we're open for business with anybody. You treat me right, I treat you right, I respect you.
Gotcha.
Make this whole thing work.
Gotcha.
You know, unfortunately, sometimes in the industry, there's drivers that don't respect brokers. Brokers don't respect drivers. So
How's DOT with you guys?
Okay. DOT is no different than us than it is with the semi. We run with logbooks. Some guys are now going electronic because of what's going to happen in December 17th. Your DOT inspections, we have level 1s just like they do on semis. Obviously, ours are a lot quicker than they are, but we are still subject to safety chains, brakes, emergency breakaways. You, as a driver, have to make sure that these things are always right. Failure to do this right, you're done. You get put out of service just like you do in a semi. If you do your logbook the wrong way, you're out of service just like you are in a semi. Yeah, everything.
This looks straightforward though. What would be? Okay,
this cable right here, this electric cable right there, is what powers this battery here, which is what powers the brakes in the back. Okay. If this is not working, if the DOT guy comes and pulls that cable out, if he was to pull this cable out right here, if he pulled this cable out, he pulled it out, and I can take off with a trailer, you know, like move forward, you're done automatically on the spot.
Really?
Because when this cable comes off, you shouldn't move that trailer.
Okay.
Okay, just like airline.
Airline, yeah.
But it's electric. Okay, over here, that's your emergency breakaway system. That's what that battery powers that. In case that trailer was to ever come unhook, that breakaway cable pulls it out. Guess what? That trailer automatically locks. Okay. You still have your chains.
Wow. Yeah. Oh, that shit's gonna yank your truck back.
Oh yeah.
You ever had that happen?
No, and I don't want to. I don't want to. I don't know how it feels, and I don't want that happening.
Right.
That is one thing he said, nope, it's never happened, though.
Yeah, well, and like for us, like let's say Midwest is hot regions for us. Is the what's like a hot region for you guys?
The center of the country.
The center, so like Tennessee, stuff like that.
You have to understand that the birthplace for hot shots was in Texas. It was born in Texas out of the oil fields. See, this setup was originally set up for oil fields because the oil fields needed parts from one well to the other, and rather than sending a big semi, they started sending these.
Gotcha.
And once it became to how do I say it? Just like everything else, once they realized what you could do with something like this, well then it opened up the door for the industry.
I did a hot shot load actually a few days ago.
Out of a pickup, with a pickup?
No, I did it with the big truck there.
Okay.
It was like 4 type pallet crates.
Right. And I can tell you one thing right now. If all those pallets needed to be was with a tarp, if we could get away with a tarp, guess what? We can put them in back of this trailer, throw the tarp on them, and go. Yeah,
the broker told me it was a hot shot load. They just couldn't find anyone.
Yeah.
He told me that.
And sometimes, believe it or not, it's not that they can't find one. Sometimes it might not be paying.
Oh, that's a nice truck, man.
Yeah. It might not be
man, I like this, man.
Yeah, it might not be paying enough.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If it don't pay enough, then why are you doing it?
Yeah. No, they won't pay. It was 170 miles, 950.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, he just said wasn't nobody around.
Yeah.
I guess he made a mistake on the date and posted it and everything and got screwed up.
Yeah.
What's your clearance height?
Just the same as a semi.
So 13.6?
We can do as high as 13.6. But I'm going to tell you another thing that it's going to shock you.
What's that?
We can do oversized.
Get the fuck out of here.
I can put oversized
signs on it?
As long as it doesn't go over 17,000 pounds.
Really?
I can do oversized. I can do hazardous.
You sure? Because I'm gonna get a lot of people tell me different on that one or start debating.
You can put, if these AC units stuck out here and on the other side, as long as you have your permits, you can haul oversized. And if it's required with an escort, you can do it too. As long as you don't go over 17,000 pounds, you can do it. Now, I'll tell you another thing that you can haul hazardous materials.
Really?
With this. As long as...
You got the endorsements?
Endorsements. You have all your placards, all your paperwork that follows.
Oh, man, this is sounding really promising.
Just like... I've been doing that for over 20 years.
You've been doing the big rig over 20 years. All right.
And found out that this is where your money's at.
That's where the money at? Lower...
You can find loads that pay you up to 3 miles, $3 to the mile. On an average, maybe $1.50. That's just to get started, but $2.
$2 a mile, huh?
$2 a mile.
That's even out of Texas, huh?
This load came out of Clarksville, Tennessee.
Oh yeah.
And it's going right to Laredo, and it's paying you $2 a mile. You do the math.
How many miles is that?
1,000.
1,000 miles, so you're getting 2 bands to go.
Almost $1,000, yeah.
To go 1,000 miles.
You take your fuel, which is gonna be about $500.
$500. So what you average on?
You can go anywhere from 10 to 11, 12
mile per gallon.
And when you're fully loaded and high, you might come down to 7.
Okay, so you come back down.
But you still, it just depends on how you drive it.
Okay.
It's how you drive the truck and how you take care of it is what you're going to get in fuel. I mean, if you get a load like this and you're going to come doing 70, 75, well, guess what? There goes your profit out the door.
Okay.
When you're empty, that's when you haul. Okay. When you're empty is when you want to go from point A, because that's when you're making your,
when you load it,
when you're loaded like that, you want to keep it about 65, 68, under 70.
So
you're going to be
probably the same for us.
Yeah.
It's the same speed then, basically.
You got to remember, you go. Number 4?
Yeah, just right here.
Okay.
So, and I see you got the bed laid out right here.
You got a bed. Other than got to move your stuff every night. On the other side? can use, even if you're outside, you can use the electrical. Like if you're sitting outside, you just seen that. That's pretty cool. Look at that.
Yeah, that's cool.
Say your instance, you're grilling outside or something.
So I hear the Dodges are better for something like this.
Yeah, because of this.
It's got the Cummins turbo diesel.
Oh yeah, got that big Cummins engine.
Yeah.
What's the max weight you can haul?
You can gross out. Trailer 36,000 pounds.
36,000 on the trailer or gross?
Everything gross.
All right,
so you can put about 17,000 pounds.
17,000 pounds on the back on the trailer. Okay.
Hey. Example, you'll understand it.
Okay.
All right, look. We gamble every day in life. You take a gamble. You say, hey, I'm going to go from point A to point B. You're taking a gamble, hoping you don't get in a wreck, and you always say, God, take care of me.
Sure.
Right? When you make an investment, it's a gamble.
It's a gamble.
Anybody in the business,
gamble.
It's a gamble. And you're always saying, hey, man, I hope I get a 7. I hope I get a 7.
Yeah.
And you know what? Just do it.
Okay.
Don't be afraid of it.
Gotcha.
If you have experience driving truck and everything, don't be afraid of it.
I don't necessarily care for flatbed personally. That's just my thing.
Right. I didn't care for flatbeds either until I started doing this. And they made a believer out of me when it came to this because, like I said, you could have asked me to do this, and I said, no, I ain't doing this. I used to see them on the road, and I'm like, didn't understand the business. Because you don't understand the business, you never know until you do it. So you just go.
Once you get in it, you start seeing the truth.
Yeah, you see the light behind it.
So, are you guys on the same clock that we're on, the 14-hour clock?
Everything.
Okay.
Everything runs the same as you guys. Everything. The only thing is that there's that line that I was talking to you about when it says no trucks. Yeah. You can flirt with it a little bit.
Gotcha.
That's why they call them hotshots, because you're able to go to places where they can't.
Where we can't.
That's where the private sector comes in. You know, in loads. See, semis can sometimes go into that private sector because you just can't get in there. And that's where, like I said, this is where these outfits come in. Now you can get a shorter trailer, and you might not need as big of a truck, and you can, as long as you don't go over 26,000 pounds, you don't need a CDL.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that either.
You can't go over 26,000 pounds gross weight.
Really?
Yeah. And the trailer's shorter, and like I said, that's if you go over 26,000 pounds, you need a CDL. If you stay under that, you don't need the CDL.
And so that means they don't have to adhere to the...
But you might have to get a Class B.
Okay, so you have to adhere to Class B standards. But that means no E-log.
There you go.
Yeah, so hey.
Unless you go interstate. Once you put that DOT number, you're classified as commercial.
Ah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. You're right there. It's good to know, man. It's good to know. And I've been wanting to know. Like I said, I've been curious about it. What's your typical load times and stuff?
What do you mean? Loading time?
Yeah.
This load, they loaded it within 15 minutes. But it takes you about a good half hour to strap it all down. So about 45 minutes. Now, if you tarp, it takes you over an hour when you tarp.
What percentage of your load is tarp?
Right now, we can say we're doing 20% tarp, 80% non-tarp.
That ain't bad at all.
Yep. I can tell you out of that 80%, 50% is straps, 30% is chains.
Okay.
That'll give you an idea where...
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I think we covered it again. I'm in love with that truck, though.
A lot of people are, man. A lot of people are. A lot of people like that.
That's nice, man. That's nice. That's real nice.
Long, tall Sally.
Long, tall Sally.
Long, tall Sally.
Nice. I didn't even catch your name.
Yo-yo.
Yo-yo. Call me Big. Yo-yo.
Yeah.
All right, yeah.
You can got our number there. You want to take a picture of it?
Yeah.
On the window. Call my brother Jesse.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, call him up.
He got a fleet of these?
No,
just
one. This is
one?
This is the only one. Baby.
Oh, okay. I thought you said there was another one coming.
Another a friend of mine that drives a big truck is coming. But
okay.
I tell you one thing right now. This one truck deal, and we'll probably have a lot of guys coming east on to us after the month of November.
Yeah, I'm about to say you got a fleet. I know some people might be interested.
Oh yeah, they'll come aboard.
Yeah.
That's our number there.
Okay.
Jesse's the owner of the company, which is my brother.
How long you guys been rolling?
Well, we've been driving for a long time, but we just with our company.
With your own company.
6 months. Prior to that.